There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Brissett. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Count.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
safely. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Into the air once more. It's Brissett setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Back north. Over. Inside. Easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. First down, here's the run with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brissett on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Let's go. We won it. Check safety.
Brissett to throw on first. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this throw caught left side. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers again now. And this is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 50. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Brissett now. It's caught. Smith. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Slam. It's free.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check three.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check hot route. Hot. Plant. Watch it. Right. He's checking. Crash.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Watch twins. Inside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 50. Here we go.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete to Diggs. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You got nothing.
Brissett. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Just like that. Mike's 50, Mike's 12.
On third down, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on fourth down? Let's see.
Hey, 50's a Mike, 50's a Mike. Watch the throw.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Twist. Watch the twist.
Zoom. 26. All right.
Check Mike 54. Mike
left.
Watch the run.
Smooth.
Kill. Slam.
Rodgers throwing here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up